You woke up and it was just a dream. That is what you told yourself, but something stayed with you all day. Not the images exactly, not the specific details you could barely hold on to before they dissolved in the morning light. Something underneath them, a feeling, heavy and specific and oddly real in a way that your actual day did not quite match. You have had that experience before, more than once. The dream that left you shaken without knowing why. The one where someone you lost showed up and spoke to you, and you woke up crying in a way that felt less like grief and more like relief. The recurring one, the same place, the same feeling, the same unresolved ending that keeps coming back no matter how many times you wake up from it. You dismissed all of them, because that is what we do. We dismiss them because nobody ever told us that our dreams are not random noise. Carl Jung spent 60 years proving they never were. Here is the problem most people are living with right now. Something in your life is unresolved. Not necessarily dramatic, not necessarily visible, but something. A grief you never fully processed, a truth you have been avoiding, a decision your conscious mind keeps postponing, is sitting just beneath the surface of your daily life. And your waking mind has gotten very good at managing it. You stay busy, you stay productive, you fill the silence. You move from one thing to the next with enough momentum that the unresolved thing never quite catches up. And then you fall asleep. And it catches up, because the unconscious does not sleep. It has been waiting all day for you to stop running. And the moment you close your eyes, it begins to speak in the only language available to it. Images, symbols, stories that feel real until you open your eyes and then dissolve like they were never there. But they were there. And they were saying something. Jung discovered something that changed everything about how we understand the sleeping mind. He said that dreams are not the brain processing the day's data. They are not random electrical firing. They are not wish fulfillment. They are messages from the part of you that knows things your conscious mind has been refusing to look at. He called this the unconscious. And he said, it is not a basement where you throw the things you do not want to deal with and lock the door. It is a living intelligence, one that has been watching your life from a depth your waking mind cannot access. One that has been collecting everything you have suppressed and avoided and refused to acknowledge. One that holds your fears and your unlived desires and your shadow and your truth. All the things you could not afford to know while you were busy being who everyone needed you to be. And every night when you fall asleep, it gets to speak. Through your dreams, think about the last nightmare you had. Not the scary movie kind, the kind that felt personal, the kind where something was chasing you and you could not run, the kind where you were late for something important and could not find your way, the kind where someone you trusted turned into something unrecognizable. Your mind did not create those images to torture you. It created them because something in your waking life is creating that exact feeling. The thing that is chasing you is not a monster. It is the conversation you have been avoiding, the decision you keep postponing, the version of yourself you have been refusing to face. The thing you cannot find is not a room or a door. It is a part of your own life you have lost connection with, a purpose you buried, a version of yourself you stopped believing in. The person who turned unrecognizable is not necessarily that person. It is your relationship with them, the gap between who you need them to be and who they actually are, the grief of seeing someone clearly that you once needed to see only with hope. Your unconscious is not being cruel, it is being precise. Jung said that the recurring dream is the most important one, not because it is dramatic, because it is persistent. When the same dream keeps coming back, the same location, the same feeling, the same unresolved moment, it is not a glitch. It is your unconscious repeating something it needs you to hear, something your waking life keeps refusing to address. Jung worked with a man who kept dreaming about a house, a large house he had never been in, room after room, some familiar, some terrifying. He kept exploring it in his dreams and waking up before he could reach the basement. Jung asked him to go into the basement. In his next dream he did, and what he found there, the thing his dream had been trying to show him for years, changed the entire direction of his life. Not because it was what he expected, because it was what he had been afraid to know. That is what your dreams are doing for you right now. They are not random. They are not meaningless. They are a map. A map of everything your waking life is too defended to look at directly, of the fears you have intellectualized instead of felt, of the wounds you have explained instead of grieved, of the truths about your life that your conscious mind is not yet ready to accept, but your soul has known for a very long time. And the map is available to you every single night. You just keep folding it up and putting it away before you read what it says. Here is what Jung actually wanted you to do with your dreams. Not analyze them to death. Not decode them like a puzzle that has one correct answer. Something simpler. Pay attention to the feeling. Not the images specifically. The feeling underneath them. The emotional residue that stays with you when you wake up. Because that feeling, heavy or light, peaceful or terrifying, grieving or surprisingly free, is the message. Your unconscious does not communicate in language. It communicates in feeling. And when you wake up from a dream and something is sitting in your chest that you cannot name, that is not nothing. That is your soul handing you something it needs you to hold. Not to analyze immediately, not to explain away, but to sit with long enough to ask the question that matters. What in my waking life feels exactly like this? And here is the part that will change how you move through your days. Jung discovered that the people who paid attention to their dreams, who took them seriously, who sat with the feelings they left behind, who allowed them to illuminate what waking life was concealing, lived differently. Not because their lives were easier, because they were more honest. They could not pretend as effectively, could not avoid as successfully, could not stay in situations that were slowly diminishing them without their unconscious making the truth impossible to ignore. Their dreams kept them accountable to themselves in a way that nothing else could. Because you can lie to the people around you. You can lie to yourself while you are awake, but you cannot lie to your unconscious. It has been watching. It knows. And every night it tries to show you what it knows. So tonight, when you close your eyes and the images come, do not dismiss them before they finish speaking. Do not reach for your phone the moment you wake up and flood your mind with noise before the feeling has time to tell you what it came to say. Just lie there for a moment. Hold the feeling. Ask yourself, what is my unconscious trying to show me that I have not been willing to look at while I am awake? You do not need all the answers immediately. You just need to stop treating your dreams like noise. Because they are not noise. They are the most honest conversation you will have all day. The one where the part of you that never lies finally gets to speak. And it has been trying to reach you for a very long time. Jung believed that the unconscious is not your enemy. It is not the dark side of you that needs to be controlled or medicated or silenced. It is the part of you that is most committed to your wholeness. The part that carries everything you have buried and waits patiently for the moment you are ready to look at it. The part that speaks in dreams because it has no other way to reach you. And the life that opens up when you finally stop running from what it is trying to say. That is not a life without fear. It is a life where you finally stop being afraid of yourself. The dream you keep having is not haunting you. It is waiting for you. And the moment you stop dismissing it and start listening, really listening, is the moment your unconscious stops needing to shout.